Hi, everybody. I'm Melinda Gallant. Ooh, I always say this. I have a great Cape Conversations. However, today I do, and this one is all about veterans and for veterans. So come along. Let's have another Cape Conversations. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, do I have a good show for you today, and very informative. And if you're a veteran or know a veteran, which everybody does, then you should take extra attention to this particular show because it's going to be so good and so informative. And I am with Amy and Chuck. How are you this morning?
Fabulous. Thank you for asking.
Well, it's just wonderful to have you here. So now now I know you're a part of the Legion, but not part of the Legion. Is that correct?
That
you are
is
with
correct.
the Massachusetts Veterans Alliance.
Yes.
And I know this because I can read on your shirts. So I'm a very smart person. So Amy, what do you do?
So what we do is we provide food for veterans, and we are, like I said, we are not a need-based service. We are a thank you for your service. So we have a
What does that mean? I don't get it.
It means that we have a food market, and we provide food weekly on Mondays from 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock. We have veterans come in and shop market style. They pick up the groceries that they need.
Wow.
And we are not like your normal pantry where we go off a need criteria or an income verification. The only thing that we require is that you show us you're a veteran.
So I show you I'm a veteran, and you say thank you for your service. Have a box of food.
Well, so we don't do boxes. We do. You actually do it like a market experience.
Oh, wow.
So we have it set up like a grocery store.
Wow.
They come in with their own reusable bags. We have some if they don't have them. And they shop the aisles like a grocery store. And then they come to us, and when they check out, what we do is we weigh the food for our information, not theirs. We don't have a weight limit on how much they can take. We do have certain items that are harder for us to get, like milk, eggs, and cheese, that we limit the quantities on how much you can take of certain items.
Sure.
But as far as weight goes, whatever they need, they can take, and we say thank you, and they come back next Monday.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And then we also offer the third Friday of every month, we have a veterans lunch, which we provide a free meal to the veterans. They come in, and I'll tell you, when we started, we actually had about 30 or 40 veterans coming. Since November, we've had 80 plus consistently every single month.
Oh, that's wonderful. And it's also camaraderie, right?
It is, and that's what we were noticing when we came together as a board. The whole board of directors, I'm not on the board, is our retired veterans, okay? And that was very important to me to have the oversight of the veteran community.
Sure,
Because
sure.
who better knows the needs of the veteran community than the veterans?
Sure.
So Chuck here is our president.
I was going to say that's where Chuck comes in,
That's
right?
where he comes
now,
in.
Chuck,
Yes.
you were a big mucky muck in the Army.
Yeah, well.
I mean, should we all stand up and salute and turn around 3 times or something?
I'm one of 8 Perenicks that have served.
Is that right?
And my 2 boys are in right now. So
Is that right?
Yeah, the gift keeps giving.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful.
And it's great to be a part of what she had created. We've been just about a year this past March. We hit our anniversary, and we are growing in leaps and bounds. And of course, with any nonprofit, we're always available for tax-deductible donations.
Sure.
We have a website, which is www.massvaf.org, and that tells you everything, our mission statement, how you can get involved, dates of our events, et cetera, et cetera. And we are housed at the American Legion, 20 Main Street here in Sandwich.
Right.
And they have given us a space that has worked out very well, and a kitchen where we provide those third Friday luncheons.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So thank you to the Legion.
Oh, sure. Now, are you a member of the Legion?
I live in North Plymouth.
Oh, okay.
So when we first started, I was a member of the Legion. I was a secretary, and they just had new elections.
Yeah.
So they've made it easier on me not to come over the bridge anymore.
I see.
I'm still involved. We're doing a pavilion fundraiser, and we're painting the front of the building, and I'm involved in that. But I don't sit on the board.
Oh, I see. I see. You just do all the grunt work.
That's it. That's what I enjoy. Yeah, that's what I enjoy.
Great.
Yeah.
That's great. So whose idea was it to come up with this veterans pantry?
So if we were going to be completely honest, I would have to give credit to my now 15-year-old son, Ashton. Ashton is very much in love with the veteran community. He's very much involved in military history, and he started volunteering at the age of 11 for veterans.
Really?
And yeah.
What do you do at 11?
He was working at another food pantry for veterans.
Oh my gosh.
And he's homeschooled, so he said, Mom, can I do this? And then I started volunteering as well, and then my father started volunteering, but he brought us all in, and we just really fell in love with the community, and we started to see needs that were like just different things that we felt the bar wasn't being met at, and that for some people it's not just food insecurity, it is for especially our Asian and single veterans, it's community, it's being involved. So this is where those luncheons came in, where we're having a hot meal together, because for a lot of veterans, if they're alone, they don't want to cook that meal because it's just too much of a mess to clean up. It's only them. It's not enjoyable. So they are literally eating Oreos for cookies. Believe me, I've had the conversation 100 times. Let's have something with protein. So my idea initially, and what I brought to the board, was what if we provide meals? Initially, I want to do 2 meals a day, but we're financially not there yet. But so we're doing the one luncheon a month that we get to sit down as a group, as a community, and enjoy a meal together. It's a hot meal. We also give outdoor prizes, so we give gift cards to different grocery stores.
Oh, wow. And how do you get those?
So you just come in, they don't have to pay for them. Oh, how do we get them?
Yeah.
So we have...
I mean, if I'm a store sitting out there...
We would love the donations.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
We have utilized Market Basket, Stop and Shop have donated to us. The Sandwich
Coca-Cola.
Foundation has given us a lot of food and money for food, so we've
that's
utilized
wonderful.
that. But what we've also done is at board meetings, we've put it among our boards to either solicit, because we're all from different areas and we're burning out sandwich now, so to solicit for gift cards from their community, and we do that periodically. So we try to give out 5 to 7 a luncheon, but we're serving about 80 veterans a luncheon.
Sure.
But it's fun, it keeps them engaged, and they were coming in at 11. We serve lunch from a social hour 11 to 12. 12 to 1 is lunch, and then 1 we open up the market. We bring wheelchairs first, and then because it's a small space, we do table by table, and we bring them back, and they can shop the market on Fridays.
Oh, that's great.
But so we do the door prizes, but they're staying later, even before we start and after we end. Before it was just like eat, go to the shop, and they're out the door.
Right.
They're staying longer, and so exactly what we wanted. That community, that time to be together.
Sure.
Chuck brought us a masseuse the month before last. We had a young lady come out, a certified PT masseuse. I don't know if that's the right word, but she gave 10-minute shoulder and neck massages
Oh my
to the
gosh.
veterans.
Oh, they loved it.
I would
Yeah.
imagine.
She's in Hyannis, Healing Hands.
Oh, sure, I've heard
Lydia
of them.
Costa,
Yeah.
She was great. Donated her time.
Oh, my
She
gosh.
did, and she sat in the back of the house and did 10-minute massages. So we try to bring in fun things like that every month. We also have speakers from 11 to 12.
Nice.
We've had Steve Exaros come out.
Oh, good.
We've had different awards given at that time. And another one, the Fishermen's Alliance in Chatham.
So you service, I mean, you're here in Sandwich, but who do you service? How far do you go for your...
Massachusetts. So when we were picking our name, we wanted to make sure we cover a larger region. So a lot of our veterans are local. Plymouth, Carver, I think, is the furthest we really go off Cape.
For this particular one.
Right, and Chatham is, I think, the farthest down Cape that we go. But we are open. I think we did have somebody last month come from Brockton. And we have, on the Friday luncheons, we have a group of female veterans that come up from Boston just once a month for the luncheon. So, but we'll go all over Massachusetts, but primarily what we're seeing is local.
Right, so South Shore through the tip of the Cape, so to speak, or
Right.
at least to the lower
Right.
Cape anyway,
Correct.
almost the lower Cape. And do you live in Sandwich?
I do.
Oh,
I do.
excellent.
It's a short commute. I literally live by Shawnee Forest. I can walk there. Very
was gonna
short
say,
commute for me.
That is a short commute for sure. So your hours are, again, one more time?
So we're open 10 to 3 on Mondays.
10 to 3 on Mondays.
We do reservations online, so back to the website, massvaf.org. They can go on and it will say market reservations. We book 3 reservations every 20 minutes, so we can get about 28 people in a day.
Wow.
And then we have people who come up that just found out about us, they didn't make a reservation, they come in and try to sign up. What we will do is, we know a lot of our seniors aren't computer savvy, neither am I, and so they'll come in and I can help them book appointments, and I can do 2 or 3 out for them, and then when they're on their last one, I'll book them again so that they can get in. But we are booking up 2 weeks out. My schedule's full for the next 2 weeks online.
Is that right?
Yeah, so.
That's great.
It is great. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it is but it's a problem because you need to have a larger space.
We need a larger space, and because we buy 90% of our food, we do food drives throughout the year, but really 90% of it is from donations from like the Sandwich Foundation and Exara's Foundation, and private donors. We have private donors who give to us as well. We rebuy the food, so as soon as we get money in, it's going back in. Like we've toyed with the idea of opening a second day during the week, but then we've given out since January 1st 6,204 pounds of food.
Jeez.
And on a luncheon week, between 8 days, this past 8 days, we've given out over 1,200 pounds of food. So we just opened in March for the Mondays, and it's just growing. So it's 300 to 400 pounds of food each week we're giving out.
Oh.
To add an extra day means we have to rebuy that food.
Sure.
And right now, we just have to build the funding to be able to do that.
Sure. So, so tell me, Chuck, your involvement in this, you're president of the whole organization, right?
I am.
So, where do you see this going? I mean, there's a terrific need for all kinds of things for vets. We all know that. I mean, it's a serious need. We still have people serving, and we have people coming home with PTSD, and we are now in a war, or not a war, or in a war, or not a war, whatever we are at this moment in time and place. And how do you get the word out? How do you let vets understand this is not a handout? I actually know a vet who one time does not go, or did not at this particular time, go to Veterans Administration for health care because there's somebody else who needs it worse than I do. And it was when you said that, I went, oh my God, this guy said that to me. And I thought to myself, well, what do you mean? You served along with everybody else. Why wouldn't you go and get your hearing aids or your glasses or whatever? No, there's somebody out there that needs it worse than I do. So, or more than I do, I should say. So how do you do that? Explain all that to me, because you're a colonel.
Okay. So I joined the military at 16 and a half. I was so young that both parents had to sign a waiver.
Yeah.
So I didn't go to basic till 17. Started as a private, worked my way up, and 32
Where'd you go to
years.
basic?
Fort Dix, New Jersey.
Oh my gosh.
And then 32 years later, I retired as a full bird colonel. So I was infantry, military, police, combat engineers, public affairs. And through that time, I fell short of federal service by a couple of years, so I finished my federal service up at the Boston VA healthcare.
Oh my gosh.
So I was responsible for the safety of Brockton, Jamaica Plain, West Roxbury, and then these community-based outpatient clinics. So to answer your question in regard to how do you get the word out, veterans communicate almost like bees. They will tell, and she confirms that the word is spreading and our numbers are going up as far as folks coming from where they're coming from to take part in our market and our luncheon. Cable television, newspaper, radio, social media, we're taking advantage. We hang flyers at the post office.
Oh, that's
we're
great.
doing everything we can to get the
wavy
word
guy.
out. Oh, we have a wavy guy out front when we're open for business.
Oh, that's
People
great.
have commented about that. And we're using every means available to us to let them know. And with a veteran that does not take advantage of their benefits, I have to say they're foolish.
I agree.
I did not do it for many years because I thought the same exact thing. I'm taking from somebody else. Well, I've got tinnitus. I'm listening to crickets right now while I'm talking all the time, and I went in and I received my benefits from it. You have to think of it as there's an allotment of money for veterans, and if you don't take it, that money's going to disappear into other avenues, okay? So take advantage of your
Sure,
benefits.
sure.
Word of mouth has been great. Our last luncheon, we had 3 gentlemen there over the age of 90.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, one was 101.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And in our mission statement off the website, it was, and correct me if I'm wrong, a small cafe to gather for the camaraderie, and then fresh food. And she makes sure that the veterans, male and female, don't leave with 5 packs of Oreo cookies, that they take, based on our
Right,
plate,
right.
the items that are nutritious.
Right.
And now
I
we're
still give them the Oreos, though.
yeah, the Oreo, they love those Oreos. And we're talking right now about above ground gardens out behind the Legion, so they can
Wonderful.
grow and cultivate their own fresh food.
Oh my gosh, that would be fabulous.
Yeah, and
Part
it
of the
all
community
comes.
server, farm to table, but it also is another way for veterans to get involved. And so we are open to active duty and veterans, but most of our clientele are older. I would say primarily 80 and above. And part of that is the loneliness that comes with aging and not having a lot
Sure,
of family.
sure.
So that's with the lunches, a huge part of it. But if we could grow it to a farm to table where they're actually out there helping and getting involved in it and growing their own food, that is ideal.
How do you get younger vets to come?
Well,
We have a few.
the Legion just hosted an event called Ruck for Hit, Heroes in Transition, and it's where they carry the ruck and
Oh,
they
yeah,
march.
yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I've seen that. Yep.
they open up the Legion. It's a rest spot. They had masseuses there, et cetera, et cetera. And the Legion was gracious enough to allow us to be able to pass along information about Veterans Alliance Foundation, which we did. So again, that the B community, the
Yeah,
veterans,
yeah.
they'll talk to one another, and the next thing you
Yeah.
know, you're at 80 for a luncheon.
Well, we do have some young families to come in, but they're not I think most of our people that come in are coming in not necessarily because they need something, but because they want to talk. I had somebody come in Monday just to bring me bags that he took on Friday. No need to bring them in, but it was just maybe his only reason to get out of the house for the day.
Sure, sure.
And I might be the only person he spoke to all day long.
Right.
So, and I know he's a widower, and so for me, that's a huge part of what I see.
Sure.
Is not necessarily the food insecurities. It goes beyond that. It goes to a deeper psychological need to be with people.
Sure,
and,
sure.
And so that's what we're trying to hit
Well,
as well.
let's face it, Cape Cod is full of old people, which I'm included these days. And because we are an older population, we have certain requirements that we need to do for our population. And you don't think about the vets in that way, but they're aging too, So how wonderful it is that somebody has a place to go, especially the luncheons. Would you ever consider doing more than one luncheon a month?
Initially, what I wanted to do when we got together and we were talking, because we were all kind of involved in veterans in our own way, and we were talking about the need. And for me, that, like I was saying, the food is one thing and it's great, but I don't think that we're missing something. We're missing that community.
Yeah.
And what I really want to do was a cafe open for breakfast and lunch where I can just ensure that you're getting nothing fancy, grilled cheese
Yeah.
and tomato soup for lunch and a hot breakfast sandwich, but at least 2 hot meals a day. And then if you want those Oreos for dinner, you can have those Oreos
Yeah.
for dinner. But that was part of it. So we wanted to do the market. We don't call it a pantry, we call it a market.
Right.
Or a veterans free market.
Right.
But we also wanted to provide 2 hot meals a day to veterans. That comes with, we're in our infancy, and so that comes with time to
Yeah.
build the space for it and to get the financial, grants to be able to do something like that.
Sure. What did you do in your professional life? Did you?
So I was in law enforcement for 12 years.
Okay, I was wondering. I wondered if you were a nurse because you speak so eloquently to the nutrition end
Well,
of
I
things.
taught, I was a personal trainer, so when my daughter graduated college, I was very much into fitness. I became a personal trainer, and I was sick of crossing the bridge, so I did that. I worked at the Riverview School and a couple other places in town, just on the side for a while, so I've
And
got
what
a
did
little
you
bit.
do in law enforcement?
I was a police officer,
Where?
Mass General up in Boston.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so I did a 12-year commute there, and then
Yeah.
crossed the bridge. And
Yeah,
came
that was
over
enough.
here.
Yeah.
And then I did work for a nonprofit for a while for veterans and kind of led me to meet all of these gentlemen, and we all put our brains together and said, and I'm Italian too, and so pretty much our whole board is, I think. But the thing of
now, don't take a corner market on being Italian.
it's the eat. It's the making
Let's
sure.
Eat, mange.
Yeah, exactly. Like it makes me sad to think of somebody having dinner alone.
Sure.
My father's a widower, and he's got 3 daughters, and I understand. He used to be a cook, and now it's like, I'm having a hot dog for dinner because it is a pain in the butt to cook for just one person. It's hard.
Yeah.
And, it's a lot to do. So, we see that peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, tuna sandwiches, because it's not enjoyable anymore. It's a necessity. And we're trying to bring that back and have the companionship and make a meal enjoyed again.
Well, that's wonderful. I mean, it's wonderful. I hope that you can expand this.
I mean,
wouldn't that be terrific? So if I wanted to give you, which would you prefer? I drop off a bag of food, or I give you money?
A bag of money would be
perfect. So you hear that, everybody? A bag of money works.
The food drives are amazing, and we always need them. And one of the things that we started in June is we're doing a household essential bag. And we're giving it out once a month because what I've just come to learn is SNAP benefits and other
they don't pay for that.
Pantries will not give you this stuff. So once a month, the veterans come in, and we
I think they even did away with the cheese now and everything.
Oh, well, we give cheese, but we're doing a bag, and they have to sign off once a month. It has laundry detergent, dish soap, paper towels, toilet paper, hand soap, fabric softener. And so, again, we started in June, and it's kind of a pilot as long as we can keep the money coming in that we can do this. And they come in, they get it once a month, but it's got enough loads to do 30 loads, so you get a whole month's worth.
Yeah.
And we're finding that to be very appreciated.
Oh, I would
so we are looking for that type of donation. With food, we take food, but it has to be non-expired. And unfortunately, with some of the drives we've done, we've gotten stuff that have,
throw it away.
I have a hard time reading those dates, so I don't begrudge. But so money is ideal because every month, like 1 month, I may see a surge in peanut butter, which was this month. I think it's getting warmer. And then another month, we may see the pastas are going in the winter. So every week it's different what I see walking out my door. And I literally go anywhere from Hyannis to Plymouth, store to store, looking at flyers, rebuying the food. So cereal, I look at the sales. And I'm every single week rebuying for the market. Sunday nights I go out, I get the bananas, the milk, the cheese, anything that's got a shorter shelf life, and I'll buy that Sunday for Monday. So money is best because we can hit where we're missing it because we don't give out boxes. We let them shop, which is great because I'm also not wasting food that somebody wouldn't eat. So if we were to do a box and somebody got tuna and doesn't eat it, I've now wasted it and I could have given that to somebody else.
If you gave me an eggplant, it would just get thrown away.
Right, exactly. So I think it feels better to be able to pick your own food, and I also think it helps us because now we're not wasting food because we gave somebody something that they don't particularly use or need. So.
Sure. You were going to say, Chuck.
Yeah, I had an uncle that would give us a holiday gift, and then it was cash. And in the card, he would write, right color, right size, and if you don't like it, return it to the giver. So what she just mentioned is phenomenal. The food drives, we try to do them once a quarter. We're going to hook up, I think, with the high school at sporting events in the fall, have a box there and promote it. But Amy keeps meticulous records, and she can see peanut butter, tuna fish, whatnot, and then resupply that. And then, of course, with her gift of gab, she interacts with the veterans to find out what it is they need.
Sure.
And she makes sure that it's not an additional package of Oreo cookies. It could be protein drinks to get their protein, yogurt, fresh fruit, and then she can divert those funds to those and provide exactly what it is they want or need.
Right.
And what I do also, and this is I try to, so I have one veteran who is on medication, and he's always looking for mouthwash because his mouth gets so dry, and it's expensive. So it's too expensive for me to provide for everybody, but I always know when he's on the schedule, I keep it under the counter. And like I have another one who can't eat food, so I make sure I have insurers in there for that person.
Right.
So we will kind of, if we see something that we know a veteran can't afford, I try to keep our budget around under $2, otherwise I can't afford to buy it. So mayonnaise. I find a sale under $2. I buy as much as I can. So
have you made contact? I mean, this is grassroots. I mean, this is grassroots of community coming together to provide, which is, in my heart of hearts, I think that's the most wonderful thing in the entire world. I really do. However, that said, it would seem to me that would you want to go to corporate Stop and Shop, corporate Roach Brothers, I mean, especially Roach Brothers, because whatever, to Treehouse down here that everybody complains about the traffic, because they give money to nonprofits. Treehouse does.
We have
Treehouse, if you're listening.
Cape Cod 5 has helped us out.
Oh, they're wonderful.
With a little bit.
I'm
then our corporate sponsors, Stop and Shop, all the companies that you had mentioned, they'll give gift certificates, of which we have raffles.
Right.
No pay raffles.
Right,
and
right.
it's the excitement.
No, I understand that, but I meant for actual bringing you a pallet of
Chuck
something.
has written letters to, I think, BJ's, Roach Brothers, we actually
Cisco,
got it.
yeah.
But a lot of them, what the feedback we've been getting is they give to so many others.
Yeah, they always say that.
But we're getting
gotta
smaller
keep,
gift
you gotta
cards.
keep,
The
you have to
greasy
keep
wheel,
on them.
Yeah.
Squeaky wheel.
And I think with us new, I think as people see, we're very transparent. And, you know, and like I said, we're all volunteers. And as we grow and people see, you know, because I'm leery of everybody's leery of where they give their money
Well,
to.
and money, let's face it,
And money's
it's not
tight.
easy right now.
Right,
It's
so
a tough time.
As we grow and people see what we're doing, we did a 50-50 raffle last month, and the person went on our website and donated it back to the website. So, you know, as we grow and as we're getting bigger, I think, you know, we'll have more headway with some of these, especially state and federal grants, because right
Sure.
now, being brand new, they need to see some longevity and some tax
Sure,
records
absolutely,
and all
yeah.
of that. But we're doing very good the way we are right now. I mean, I'm very surprised how fast we took off and how generous the community has been.
Oh,
It's
that's
been
wonderful.
amazing.
That's wonderful. If I want to give you cash, can I Venmo you? Do I send you a check? How do I do it?
We'll take it any way you want to give it to us. So on our website, which is massvaf.org, we do have a donation platform
Oh,
where
great.
you can donate, and you can actually do the donation and dedication of a veteran if you want to. Other than that, you can give us cash. You can
Either come when you're there.
right when we're there, or a check in the mail. The mailing address is 1 Candlewood Drive, because the business's address is 1 Candlewood Drive in Sandwich. And that's 02563 if you want to mail a check. But we're there every Monday from 10 to 3, yes. And
Is that address on your website as well?
yes, it's
Okay.
20 Main Street. Oh, both of them are, yes.
Both are, yeah.
And 20 Main Street is where we're at, and that's
Yeah.
a great way to come in and see the pantry. We love
Sure.
to give tours. We're very, very proud of it. And we love for people to come in and see what we're doing, and just to see the stock and the variety we have.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's really amazing how we've really, I don't think there's much as far as dry goods that we don't have. Now, we won't go into meats and stuff like that, but we really can get most of your dry goods
Sure,
taken
sure.
care of, and then the produce and the milk and eggs.
So you mentioned about doing some spring to fall farming in the back
Yeah.
behind there. So you would do some raised beds, like metal raised beds, and have the vets take care of them?
If they want to, so we'll offer it up for volunteers. Like
I see.
most of our volunteers, like for the luncheon
Uh-huh.
and the pancake breakfast that we did, are volunteers that take part in our programs.
Oh, that's great.
They always ask, what can we do to get involved?
What more can we do?
And I think that would be great to come in and give somebody something to do, but then you're also seeing what's coming out of that with what we're
sure.
growing.
Well, it also keeps them busy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, how nice is that?
Exactly.
You know, again, you go back to that camaraderie,
Yeah.
you know, which is
It's
so
all about
important.
community and just feeling supported. And, you know, I think when we always, at least I know I did, when we look at, especially nonprofits, we look at the big picture, like the big needs, food insecurity, housing, clothing.
Right.
And there are tons of organizations that check those boxes. We're kind of like, I just want to be your friend. I want to be the person that you
Right.
come and visit. We want to be that community that's missing, that real personal, like, so somebody once said you can't run a nonprofit like a mom and pop. I want to run my nonprofit like a mom and pop.
Gotcha.
I want
Yes.
you to come in and just feel so comfortable.
Sure,
And
sure. Makes sense.
Every Monday for the market, I have coffee and donuts out. They
Yeah.
shop and they're eating their donuts.
Yeah.
I know, not healthy, but it's part of being a family. It's
Sure.
in having relationships.
So, one last question. So, I'm a vet, and I come in, and let's say I'm in my late 60s, early 70s, not married or widowed, divorced, whatever. And maybe I'm having some other problems. Would you help direct them to other agencies or no?
We have, yeah, so there's a veteran service officer for the region. We've actually had the one from Carver come down, introduce herself,
Oh,
hand
nice.
out all sorts of literature. At our last luncheon, there was an individual, I think he's 90 years old. He was putting some Christmas decorations away and fell because he had nobody to help. So another vet was talking to him saying, well, listen, I can do this if you can drive me here, you know?
Right.
And that's what we do.
what-
But as
okay,
far as
great.
professional organizations, we've actually had state come down
Oh, good.
and present awards and thank us for what
Oh,
we
nice,
do. And we
nice,
have
great.
a channel to them for anything that anyone needs.
That's
And we'll
wonderful.
find. So if we don't have the information, we've had a lot of people ask us about burial services,
All that, sure.
transportation to VA, and we do have something now. Cape and Islands Outreach offers that.
Yeah.
And so we have their cards there.
that's
There's a
great.
lot of area nonprofits that we are aware of and that we can either send them to,
Right.
reach out, or help them reach out for. But the best place to go is their local VSO.
Yeah.
And that they're going to have all of that information.
sure.
But we get them in touch, and
That's
we
wonderful.
make sure to the senior centers know.
Wonderful.
And yeah,
Well, it went too fast. You are a delight, both
Thank
of
you.
you
You
are.
too.
Thank you so much for coming and talking with
thank
me
you
today.
for having us.
And if you're out there, go to their website and give them some money.
Yes, please.
They
Thank
need
you.
the food. They need to buy the food. And you're doing good works.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're going to get your reward in heaven, if not here, for
Yeah,
sure.
well, it's working. Whatever's it's working.
Well, that's great. Thank you again.
Thank you so much for having us.
Wow. Amy and Chuck from the Massachusetts Veterans Alliance. Oh my goodness. They have this wonderful food market for veterans at the American Legion on 130, and you just come in and you just shop. How lovely is that? And then they do a luncheon once a month, which they want to expand. They have all kinds of wonderful ideas. And it is so wonderful that they're helping veterans and not even thinking about it. They're just doing it because it's the right thing to do. That's pretty terrific. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time on another Cape Conversations.